Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you're doing well. This video is very highly requested. I get so many comments and questions all the time on my Instagram, YouTube, all about my eyelash extensions, and I decided to just sit down and do an updated video sharing with you what I've been using now and a quick little tutorial on how I apply them properly, as well as answering some of your guys' questions. So I hope this is helpful for some of you who have been wanting to learn how to do your own eyelash extensions at home. I have done several videos on this already, so if you haven't watched those, feel free to go do so. I will link them below. So before we get started on how I got my lashes from looking like this to looking like this, I wanted to share with you guys some products that have really helped me along the way. If you know anything about eyelash extensions, the equipment can be pretty pricey, but I found a company that sells very affordable eyelash extension equipment. So I want to share with you guys kind of how I got started and how I learned to do them myself. I am certified to do eyelash extensions on clients. I used to do them like a year ago, but I kind of quit because I don't really have time for it. I personally learned by using one of these. This is a little head mannequin, and then the eyelids you can take out and put new ones in. I got this along with a bunch of my other equipment from eyelashfactory.com. They have a ton of stuff on there that are crazy affordable, like under $10, which is unheard of. And surprisingly, their quality is really great. I've had this mannequin for so long. I really recommend training on one of these before you try to apply them on yourself. Now, when it comes to eyelash extensions themselves, I personally don't like using mink lashes, not only because the shape doesn't last. I like my lashes very curled, but also I found that when I used to use mink lashes, they irritated my eyes, and I looked into it. Some people can have a reaction to mink lashes, so all I use now is synthetic lashes, which I absolutely love because it doesn't irritate my eyes, you're not using animal hair on your eyes, and it will hold its shape perfectly. I just restocked on some of my favorites from Eyelash Factory, and I always get the decurl because, again, I really like my lashes curled. My natural lashes are super straight and short, so whenever I'm doing my lash extensions, I go for long and curly. I use a mixture of 12 to 15, and I always use a 0.03. They're very thin, so it makes it so much easier to do the fans for whenever I'm doing my volume lashes. Now, creating the fans can also be a little bit tricky if you are new to this. So if you're a beginner, I recommend using the easy fans. They're so easy to use. As soon as you pick them off the strip, they fan out on their own. Once you get used to these fans, you can start using the regular ones. But if even that is difficult for you, I recommend using these, which are pre-made fans. Since I'm already pretty experienced on doing lash extensions on myself, I mainly use these when I'm kind of in a rush and I don't got time to sit there and perfect those fans. These come in handy, like when I have a special occasion and I just don't got the time to sit there and put that extra effort into creating the fans. So love these. And then when it comes to application, this is going to be a very important tool that you're going to use, which is a tweezer. These three are some of my favorites. Everyone has a different preference and what they feel comfortable holding on to. My favorite is the curved and pointy ones because it makes it so easy for me to create the fans and apply them as quick as possible. I have these pointy ones to separate my lashes. I mainly use these on clients, but sometimes I do use this for my outer corners. It's really hard for me to get in there, so I'll use this to separate and then apply with one of these. Now let's talk about the most important product when it comes to self-applying eyelash extensions. This can make or break this whole experience. The last eyelash extension video I did was a disaster. I tried this new banana glue that I had a complete reaction to. I've never had that before, so that's why I'll always preach that getting the right glue. That sunlight is always bugging me, guys. When lash technicians apply eyelash extensions on clients, their eyes are closed, but whenever you're applying them on yourself, your eyes are going to be open. So it's so important to use a glue made for sensitive eyes that has no odor, no fumes, no latex, and no formaldehyde to ensure that you don't get an irritation or any allergic reaction. So I have gone through so many glue experiences. I've tried many different ones. I have two, one that's a little more pricey and one that's more affordable, that I always go back to, that I really swear by. I've never gotten a reaction out of these. The best one on the market that I've ever tried is the Eyelash Badass Sensitive. It's made for sensitive eyes and it works wonders. So easy to use. I really love this one, but if you're looking for a more affordable one that works just as great, I love the Bonnie Lash. This one is from Amazon. I actually stopped using this for a while because they switched up their formula. I wrote a negative review on there saying I don't like their formula anymore. So guess what? They changed it and now I absolutely love the new improved formula. Both of these have no odor, no latex, no formaldehyde, no toxins in it. So I've never gotten any bad reaction, even if sometimes it accidentally touches my skin, which I don't recommend doing, but if it does, you can trust these glues that it's not gonna give you an adverse reaction. And they last a pretty good time as well. For me, it can go up to 4 weeks, but I do give myself fills every 2 weeks. And then lastly, one of the most frequent questions I get asked about is how I remove them. I've seen some tutorials on YouTube where they use coconut oil to remove them. I don't recommend that. I've tried it. It doesn't really work. So the safest and easiest way to remove any lash extensions is to get a remover cream. I have a couple different ones. My favorite is the one from Eyelash Company. It's super affordable. So I just dip my mascara wand in here and then just start brushing my lashes out, and the extensions fall out immediately. So that's that. I hope I answered your guys' questions. I just went over the basics of what you would kind of need to get started on applying eyelash extensions on yourself. So now let's get into how I apply them. I always start with prepping my lashes first. It makes a huge difference in the longevity. I apply some of my eyelash prepping liquid onto a clean mascara wand and just gently brush through my lashes. It will dry out in a couple seconds and then I can start with applying my eyelash extensions. I like to lay out the lashes and the glue and have everything in front of me to make the process go by a lot quicker. And then I will grab about 5 to 8 lashes and create my little fan. Then dip it in my glue, wipe off the excess, and apply them to my natural lashes. I personally like to apply the extension underneath my lashes because I feel like it grabs on a lot better and lasts a lot longer. However, for the areas that are a little more difficult to apply, like the inner corners and outer corners, I do apply them on top of my natural lash. So the first couple of them are really easy to apply. The glues I shared with you guys are really great because they kind of act like a magnet. As soon as you get it really close to your natural lashes and you're ready to plop them on, they just stick right away and you don't have to worry about them falling off or moving around. I really recommend having a good LED mirror whenever you're doing your eyelashes because as you can see through this application process, the light went out. It gets dark around 4 o'clock nowadays. So a good LED light is going to help tremendously to be more precise. So once you have a pretty good amount on, it just gets much easier from there because now you can kind of use your finger. I like using my nail to move the eyelash extensions around and get to the natural lashes a lot quicker. Now, as you can see over here, I have a pretty good full set on. However, there's so many more natural lashes that I can fill in if I wanted even more volume, but I'm just gonna leave it as is. I like this look right here. I don't want it too voluminous. And once I'm done applying as many as I want on, I like to brush them out thoroughly to make sure they look fluffy and beautiful. And it's really important that you don't wash your face or take a shower for 24 to 48 hours after you get your lashes done. So just try not getting any water around your lashes for a full day so that way they can last up to 4 weeks. But that's about it. These are my final results. I have absolutely fallen in love with this amazing self-application technique. I wish I could teach you guys how to do it yourselves. That's why I love doing these videos. I hope you appreciate them and love them just as much as I do. If you found this helpful and you want more lash extension videos, please give this a thumbs up. Comment below and let me know if you have any other questions. I would love to answer them for you guys. I hope you enjoy watching and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Bye!